very southern.
I think it depends on the region. A rural accent with a lot of y'all and improper words.
It kind of depends where you're from in Georgia.
It doesn't really feel like there's like a Georgia accent, but if I could describe it, maybe like southern, probably super southern.
It's very southern, but now since the new generation, they really don't have an accent no more. So.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Palmer. I'm a professor of English at Kennesaw State University.
And I'm Dr. Michelle Devereaux, and I'm an associate professor of English and English education at Kennesaw State University. And today we wanted to know what students at KSU thought of the Georgia accent. Is it still alive? Is it out there? Or is it dying? Bum, bum, bum.
And one fact to know is there's not just one way to talk in Georgia. There's not just one single Georgia accent. There's multiple accents in Georgia, multiple types of Georgia accents.
I don't think you can talk about dialects and accents without honoring identity. So I grew up in a town of 1,200 in the Northeast Georgia mountains, and I've done tons of traveling and written books on linguistics and all of this and conferences, and I chose at some point in my life to hold on to my accent because it was part of my identity and part of who I wanted to be moving forward, right? And so I think when we talk about identity and accents in Georgia, we have to consider how we speak is part of who we are.
Yeah, it's more developing like a more, I guess, urbanized southern accent, but it's becoming less rural, I think.
I don't think so. Depends on where you're at, I guess.
It just has a mix.
Yeah, it's a mix because it's different parts of Georgia, you know?
Maybe, because you've had a lot of growth, especially in Atlanta and suburb areas in the last few years, so I think it's harder to keep up with the accent that's specific to us when that's happening.
Maybe with globalization and different cultures just being in Georgia, yeah. I do think that maybe there is going to be a new kind of accent.
First of all, no, Georgia is not losing its accent at all. Accents change with time and with outside influences, but I think one of the most important things to keep in mind when we're talking about accents is to clarify that there is no standard accent, right? There's this myth that there's some area of the United States where people have this perfect standard accent, and there is no linguist in the world who would say that's true.
The linguistic term for this is sometimes called accent leveling or dialect leveling. What that means is not people are losing features, it's more that people are sounding more like other people because of mixing.
Everyone has their own specific way of using language, and so if that's always been and it always will be. So no, Georgia is not losing its accent. It never will lose its accent, and we should be super excited about that.